Chat, we go. We have Stizzy and Jack of Dignitas versus Fairy Peak and Chaussette of Legends Past. This is the losers finals of the 2v2 EU Cash Cup. Winner advances to play Caliente. Charlie B and Noasaki waiting in the grand finals. Whoever comes from lower is going to have to beat them twice in order to take first place. $7,800 on the line. Is it in... why do they always have them in dollars? I'm only just now thinking about that. I guess because Epic is dollars. Even though I imagine they'll get paid in euros, pounds. I don't know. I'm quite worldly. Anyways, we got the Fairysock versus Stizzy Jack. They should have prize pools in silver. How about Harry Potter money? That's not real, right? Galleons and sickles, and I have absolutely no idea how legitimate those are. It's all a magical world to me, whether it's Europe or Harry Potter. Fairy Peak absolutely booming one on target. It's going to be a pinch save from Jack. Chaussette's ripping one right back. We watched this team play in the winners finals. They did not seem to have as much bite as it already looks like they have here against Dignitas. Putting in a couple heavy touch shots and continually on offense now, I would say, over these first 2 minutes against Dig. Stizzy flick intercepted by Fairy Peak. Stizzy slow play. I don't know if he's waiting for Jack to get back involved. Potentially pass to. Just doesn't feel like he can break through two defenders. Stizzy will be the first to score though. 1-0. Nice catch and carry to make it 1-0. Yeah, I think it looks like when you reply to people, it must internally put like at that person as the start of your message. So watch out for that. Quick goal for Dig as they're able to follow it up. For anybody who's just joining in on the YouTube video, I was trying to be lazy and join these lobbies via Jack and Stizzy being partied and just pulling me in. But when they did that last time, they lost. So what they're saying is, we do not want to do it again. They forced me to type in the code because it would be bad luck to join the lobby with me after losing with me. Surely it's not because they hate me. I'm sure we're still best friends like we were before. They just don't want to hang out right now. To be fair, Jack and Stizzy are up 2-0. Stizzy just dancing with the ball. It's a slow dribble, though. Not enough boost in the world to take him across the length of the field at that pace. Jack having to jump over the top of a demo attempt. Leaves it off for Stizzy, who has a reset, a bump. Chaussette will lob it high. All the early attacks were going to the French team. Since then, they've had not much. And Jack is going to drop on my fault, and I have to agree. Making me look silly. But I don't think this was necessarily a strong attack moment. But Jack just helps pinch it top shelf. What a save by Stizzy. Oh my goodness, how did he keep that one out? as it rolled across the nets for the shot set finish. Jack's redirect puts it on target. Fairy Peak has pre-jumped, expecting the pass from Chaussette. Chaussette does not have the kind of boost necessary to get back up and make a play, but he will dunk. I cannot believe this. How is Dig paid off the posted crossbar? They will not keep them out forever, though, as Fairy Peak and Chaussette will tie it up. Jack and Stizzy, understandably, instant panic jumping after that ball bounces off the post. Fairy Peak able to follow up his 50. Stizzy will die. But Jack is actually the first one to turn. It felt like a situation that should have favored the French team. But Chaussette just not positioned well to handle what happened there at the midfield. And Jack will sneak away, even slow it down, farm a half second, a quarter second off the clock with their 3-2 lead. Jack 50 and then dunks it in the top corner, all but guaranteeing gain number 1. You guys have become too unified and too good at the game. I don't know why I didn't see this future in which just every single chat constantly has that leading off, and now nobody is safe. You know, the point of the game was to, like, every once in a while you catch somebody breaking the streak, but now chat has quickly conformed and it's just a full wall at all times. It's literally never safe anymore. My chat bullied Jamespot yesterday with cats in a bag. I don't know if it was bullying. Game number 2, Stizzy and Jack. I would hope they didn't bully him. You can't bully somebody with a cat in a bag. It's just a cat in a bag. That's one of the nice things about it. Stizzy found a way to sneak this goal in. Putting Dig up immediately. Look at the soft touch. Wave dash onto the wall to recover quickly and then sneaks it in. Ooh, interesting take from someone who's currently timed out, saying typing the cat out of the bag should, I mean, it does reset the streak right now, but it also kills you. I'm assuming his suggestion is it would undo the streak and everyone stays safe. Interesting take. Chaussette's going to shoot an open nets. Stizzy cannot collect this for a lean back reset, make anything happen. He will reset the play. Jack deleted off the map. Chaussette gets denied. Jack in a 1v1 versus Fairy Peak. This is what everybody here in chat actually wants. A good old-fashioned 1v1. And Jack is going to come out on top. Fairy Peak just dove in way too far in the shadow and could not correct for it as the flick goes past him. Ali Fouad, 43, thank you for the prime. Jack, double off the backboard. What is Chaussette doing? I'm going to go Chaussette POV. 0 boost here, picks up the 100. Oh, he just expects maybe an earlier double. He turns all the way around and was not in position. Just felt like he had a chance there to potentially stop them, but it will be Dig up 3-1 The haters will say that they've been popping off ever since leaving my party, but those would be haters. Pogo! Stizzy! Doing it for the fans! I asked for a Pogo after the end of a game when they both looked like they couldn't hit one, but Stizzy shows he's definitely got the Pogo as he finishes this one over the top of Chaussette. He says, there you go. Jack. This dunk. Forced highs. Stizzy. Not much boost left over. Can't believe I missed. The one European regional is the one that Dig win. Can they just win another one, please? I'd be down to watch another Dig victory. Guys, you have people in my DMs. They came in just trying to root for a team and instantly got 24-hour timed out. And now they're like, please, can I come back? And I have to say no, even though it really feels like they didn't do a lot wrong. Oh my goodness, look at this pre-jumping play. An aerial back and forth pre-jump from Stizzy and Jack almost went in. Jack able to stop the long shots. That is a wide open net, but it might take a bit long to get there. Stizzy's trying to pre-jump. He sends it straight into the ceiling. He was upfield looking for some way to help the play and wasn't really sure how to. Ultimately just floats up and redirects the touch of Jack. Stizzy. Jack now pinching with his teammate up 4-1. Really don't need a ton more offense. Could just hold on and they'll be just fine, but it doesn't seem like their MO. Instead, they're looking for clips to hit as they fight for the rematch against Caliente. Jack, ooh, not able to use enough boost to get a double and actually force it down. Now Fairy Peak and Chaussette pre-jumping. Chaussette with a bump. Fairy Peak, the follow-up, and oh my goodness, Jack with the save. Not allowing the French team to have any fun, even though it probably would not have been enough to bring it back. Dig still denies them. Jack looking for the most aggressive psycho of all time. What are they doing? And they don't get scored on. How do they get away with it? They just boomed the ball to their back wall and then jumped on top of each other. And somehow the French team not able to score. Now Jack is just setting up clips. At this moment, they've clearly all given up. Game number 2 gonna go to Dig. The question is, can they style as hard as they have been in this game? Game number 3. Stizzy and Jack versus Fairy Peak and Chaussette. Dig will, in fact, have to bracket reset Caliente if they do make it there. But they have to lock back in, resetting the scoreline back to 0-0. We have seen crazy reverse sweeps. Stizzy not able to affect that play, so Jack has to be careful here on the back wall. Does guide it away. Pass out to Stizzy. Doesn't work out. It's dangerous, and this is what I'm talking about. The French squad goes up 1-0. As that shooter, you have to be so sure that you're going to get the beat, or you need to make a read early that you need to leave the play. Sometimes you can find yourself with no choice but to dive and attempt to shoot because there's no way you'll recover in time anyways. Stizzy is going to get nothing out of his air dribble. His opponent's backing off. Maybe could have saved some boost as he knew he didn't want to bring it to them. Jack, 1 at 50, trying to drop it off for Stizzy. Stizzy is going to dive in. That is how they got scored on to open up this game. And now they're going to get scored on again. Similar situation where it didn't feel like a high quality chance, but ultimately went for it, and now stuck recovering late. Unable to stop this power shot from Fairy. Jack feels backflip, just helps it in. Have you ever thought of doing a content cup where not only is there a prize for winning, but maybe also a smaller cash prize for the top 5 to 10 clips? We've done something similar with the show matches where we've like given a portion of the prize kind of to whoever hits the nastier clips. It's been neat, but it doesn't fully work out. Some of the magic of hitting something crazy is that you do it in a competitive match where everyone's trying to win. At least for us who are competitive fans. I think we kind of need that edge, is what we've realized. As opposed to just full-on freestyling where, you know, there's nobody in net, you're the only one on the field, and you have infinite boost. It's also fun to hit clips that way, but they're just kind of different things, and it's tough to combine them in a meaningful way. We have tried. Jack with a boomer to the top shelf, or not the top shelf, the boomer to the top of the arena. I'm not sure if he was trying to get the ball straight down. Stizzy getting physical, both of them diving on this ball. Stizzy does get the, or sorry, I should say Chaussette gets the beat. Forcing the early flick, but now he's left very peak to defend alone. Jack is going to get an air dribble bump. It's crossbar down and in. Chaussette forced him to go up, but he left Fairy to deal with one of the better air dribble bumpers. This is very true. It makes the competitive less competitive and the freestyle less freestyle. Yeah. I mean, there is a world in which it could work out, but it seems like in practice, it doesn't work as well as you'd hope. You know what I do like to see? And I've been thinking about trying to get again, but I really want Nush to play in it, and he doesn't seem interested yet, but maybe at some point he will, is more infinite flips show matches, because Nush's infinite flips show match was really fun to watch. It seemed like he was like prepped for it and had practiced with infinite flips. And I think that could be really interesting. It's kind of like freestyling, not normal competitive. You get the right people in it, it could be fun. Maybe even doing infinite flips tournaments. But I think if an infinite flips tournament, like Moxie just still wins. Just because you have infinite flips doesn't mean you can beat Moxie, you know, in a regular 1v1. Or, you know, just in the rest of the 1v1 that doesn't matter for the infinite flips. Very peak out the Chaussettes. And a lead for the French team with 1:08 left to go. We do a show match between Mina and EU's twos winners. That's an interesting concept. Nush and Dr. Known versus whoever wins this one. I wouldn't be against it. Ooh, what a play from Chaussette. This is what I was saying. Dig can't get too comfortable. This is still Chaussette and Fairy we're talking about. Pop over one, wave dash cuts, and puts it around Jack as well. 4-2. I mean, I think we're looking at least 4 games here. Unless Dizzy and Jack lock in quick kickoff goal and try and work to follow it up. Jack out to Stizzy. Chaussette doing his best to interfere, and he does. Does not allow Stizzy to get the goal with time remaining. And now every second, more and more of Dig's opportunity slips away for them to get 2 straights. It becomes too easy to game plan a 1-second kickoff that has to go in. Boomer from Chaussette's. Fairy Peak. Floating it up, not going to matter. Gain of 3, going to go to the French squad. The super team, as they call themselves. As we head to game number 4. I think the only thing that can save the chat is marbles. Per usual, it seems like the only way we save the chat is marbles. Game number 4. Jack, if he goes quickly, could play against one defender. What a strong flip reset. Stizzy passed him to himself off the ceiling. Can he dunk it in? He does. Chaussette did not have enough boost to make a real meaningful save. He actually has a decent amount here. But still, it's just so tough to readjust and make that read. Halo Guardian, thank you for the tier 1 for 9 months. Chaussette. I don't know if he meant to fake that at the end of the day or what. Are you missing a joke? Why does it say sock? Nice flick from Jack. Chaussette is, as I understand, potentially little sock in French. And chaussette is a really big word that makes it so the overlay doesn't look so good. So that's why it's sock. Just sock, no little? Oh, I heard someone say little before, and I thought maybe the et made it little. Kind of like ito, I think, in Spanish. Kind of make things little. That's what I was thinking. I hadn't heard the little part until today, to be fair. I had just known it to be sock. Stizzy, maybe the fake wave dash onto the back wall, making it seem like he's going to chip it away. It's a 2-0 lead for Dig, and it feels like they will be able to hold on to this one. They were almost freestyling when they were showing a ton of confidence in game number 2, got their win. Maybe not being locked in, bled over to a game loss in game 3, but back in control. Stizzy only able to get past 1. Jack popping his highs. Dizzy seemed like he was maybe going to go head up there, but he feels backflips out of his jump. And now he's 316. Can Jack get a shot here? No, not in time. Both players move to make the save. One gets deleted. Stizzy meant to leave it for Jack. But the orange team, the first one there. This is potential chance here for the French squad. Chaussette couldn't force it in. Unfortunately, not able to keep their offense going for very long. Fairy Peak thought about the ceiling challenge, expecting Jack to go high. No real threatening chance for the French team. Ooh, Fairy Peak not able to body out Stizzy. Just too strong in the Fennec. Makes it 3-0. Seems like he may be earning that rematch. Jack says my fault as he bumps Stizzy at the midfield. Chaussette in a 1v1. Jack going in and out. Perfect save. Even drops the ball off to his buddy Stizzy in order for him to end the possession, although he doesn't get past the midfield line. Chaussette's going to go ISO. He had Fairy Peak at the midfield, but instead he goes himself. And I think Jack positioning in a way that he needs to prepare for that potential pass. Chaussette decides, I'm not going there. I'm going to the net. And he just sneaks it in. A minute 12. Are there still believers for Fairy Peak and Chaussette? Fairy dunked out of his attempts. Dizzy just a great recovery. Fairy was hoping for a 50 and then have Chaussette follow it up. Nice couple of flips. We'll send this ball out to the other side of the field. Fairy Peak and Chaussette running out of time right now. Like I said before, too easy to read kickoffs that have to go in right away. You need to save yourself just a bit of extra time for the final goal. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Chaussette getting dicey on the ground in the midfield, but lost control of the ball in efforts to make them miss. Couldn't get back around it. Stizzy and Jack, a rematch with Caliente in the grand finals of the 2v2 EU Cash Cup. It's great to see Fairy Peak and Chaussette grinding on the field once again. GG's. We advance to the grand finals.